I am very excited about the things we are going to be talking about today. By the way, before I proceed, I just want to be sure that someone can get me. I saw someone writing and saying no sound. I don't know how that can be possible. Okay, Mr. Nelson says no sound. Okay, I'm a little bit surprised about that. Please let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can get my sound. And hello, Vivian. Vivian says hello. Hello, Vivian. Welcome on board. Denko says yes, so I don't know what that's referring to. Okay, great. We can get you. Absolute. That's great. That's excellent. Um, that's great. Mr. Bong says sound is okay now. Wonderful. Wonderful. Excellent. Please, as you join, I want you to click on your share button. Now, I am. Me man no laugh today because if you be say your lungs the hot, if you be say you get cough and catarrh, just go you out of the show today because I the beg I the warn you. Viewer discretion is advised. If it be say your lungs the hot, you get cough and catarrh, just go. Go. I know vex. Just go. No watch the show because you will laugh. Some part for this show, you will laugh so your lungs will surely come out. Okay. I see Mr. Eric says good. I can hear you, sir. Excellent. Please, as you as you join, click on the share button. Let's gather the population. Oh, I see my friend Ngabu Love. Ngabu Love, welcome on board, sir, madam. Henry says I can get you 5 on 5. That's great. Please click on the share button as you join. As I said earlier before, if you are having some problem with your lungs, if you get cough and catarrh, I don't want beg you say I beg. Um, I beg. Viewer discretion for today is advised because no can laugh your lungs come out. They carry you go for hospital. You say na Mr. Nachop. I no go I no go take responsibility for that. Oh. Papa and mommy them wanna welcome today. Wahala day for the revolution. Oh. Wahala day, Papa and mommy there. By the way, ma take some of the greetings where they happen for Facebook. Ma see what they happen. Caroline says mash fire. Mr. Joe says Grüßen. Schöne Grüße aus Leverkusen. Hello. That means nice greetings from Leverkusen. Hello, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Um, I'm going to keep this show today very short and precise. So please, because Paul Nelong is coming directly after me, so please, I don't want us to take more of his time. So I would like us to go straight to the point. So we have 20 more people to go. Once we hit the number 200, I'm starting with the show. Meanwhile, let me get some greetings. I see Adamu says, welcome the German steel. Yeah, that's me. Yes, country people. Now my name be that. Yes, let me see if I missed some greetings. Oh, the queen is there. Kemita Ashu, the queen. Hello, Kemi. Ngabu Love says greetings. Hello, Ngabu. Adamu says welcome the German steel. Mr. Samuel says greetings, bro. Wonderful. Please let me know where you are watching me right now. I would love to know where you guys are watching. Now, please, there is something I said last time, and I want to emphasize on that. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. The point is, there are a lot of people who like watching my videos. So, but some of them are complaining to me, Mr. Nanchop, we saw the part 2, we did not see the part 1. What happened? We saw just part of the videos. You're right. The truth is, there are many other people out there that are so anxious to get my videos. So what they do is they have their YouTube channels. They go out there and get my videos and put on their YouTube channels without my permission. Well, I have nothing against that. But what I have that what I don't like is when they go out there and they are selective. For instance, they pick some videos, they cut some part, and then put what is pleasing to them. That's not good. That's not being fair enough, you know. And many Amazonians will write to me and ask me, Mr. Nanchop, how can I get the full video? I got just part of it. I understand. So you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mr. Nanchop. You will see my picture there. You will see solely my videos on my YouTube channel. And you have every video I produce is on my YouTube channel. You can get it there. So perhaps you are watching me right now from somebody else's YouTube channel. I hope they will not cut this part again, but try to do yourself this favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mr. Nachop, and you can always get all my videos in full length, not half-cut videos, not selective videos. Because what I've discovered is whosoever is doing that, he goes out and try to cut the videos to his own satisfaction. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you need the link, my WhatsApp number is on the screen. Write me, I will send you the link. Fellow Ambazonians, friends and fans of Mr. Nachop, welcome to today's edition of Amber Voice. My name is Mr. Nachop, the German steel. Yes, Papa and Mamide. I've told you guys that anyone that is going to stand against this revolution shall be crushed by the German steel. Whosoever may want to stand against, the progress of the Amazonian people will and shall face the anger and the width of the German steel, meaning he or she shall be crushed. Yes, brothers and sisters, Papa and Mamide. When I talk so, people they ask and say, Mr. Nancho, what do you mean? What do you mean? No, you answer what I mean. Take your eye chop.
Hold it! Yo, it looks like a nice little convertible now.
That one we call and say crushing. With the crusher. We crusher. We crush. Yes. Now that. That one at the work of the German steel. To crush. Now so the gun. And the one gun, we know the mercy. We know the use mercy. We know get pity. Now German steel, I look at the gun. So as you see as that German steel the gun, so when they say they be rock, even if you put rock inside that thing, the German steel the gun and to powder. Yes, Papa, Mommy, them. Fellow Amazonians, I want to assure you of one thing. This revolution is on track. We are winning big time over La République du Cameroon. With the win. In fact, with the win some fat win where they win fat, some way the way something go fat today, some person go fat. You know that kind of way they fat today, don't pass through door. When one pass through door, you go rub manyanga for this side. Rub manyanga, then you push them, make the slice enter. Yes. Now so the victory of Amazonia, they eat fat. The way the victory big. Okay. Now hold on. This is serious. Okay. This is not funny at all. Well, I think I'll have to put another number on the screen for you guys to use and call me. Surprisingly, I just got a message on my phone that my WhatsApp number, the one you're seeing on the screen, has been deactivated just now. May they continue the fight we. I mean, it's funny, right? Just right now that I'm on the screen, I just received a message on my phone that my WhatsApp number has been deactivated. The number you have on the screen, I mean, the number that all of you are having, meaning, if you try to contact me right now on the number on the screen, you won't be able to get me. I mean, this is funny, but I'll work on that. It's okay. Now, fellow Amazonians, I want us to proceed on this show today. Mono alara can I may change your temperament, though. Now, Papa and Mommy, them, I bring on a good news. I bring on the news of victory. Yes, listen. You know, a lot of things that only happened in the past, and I want to first start for touch some one or two small things and before I go into the reality. I know some people go see the journey for the show, but when I know why, I want to talk like a family. This is Amber Voice. Let's talk. Most accidents in life, I don't know whether some of you don't ever get accident, but none at you man pray for anybody. Like for get accident, no be you and man pray. As a matter of fact, me I don't get accident 2 times. And once I feel assure. Now, the first time I get accident, maybe she don't for steering. And the second time I get accident, maybe steering me a cause. But I will explain them. I want to just use this for explain something people to understand. Most accidents are not caused or let me put it the other way around. Most accidents are caused because of lack of focus. Lack of focus. You see. For instance, if you enter motor bus where driver dey, they wanna should enter that bus, right? The driver is driving, and inside the car, the passengers they can be discussing. In Africa, you will see sometimes the motor go reach for some place. The people that inside the motor, the passengers, they buy. Open window, they buy. You see, they be distracted. And other kind of communication, they be even inside bus, inside motor. But most accidents, they not be caused now because of distraction inside motor or because people they talk inside motor. No. You see? Now because of waiting, lack of focus. Most accidents, if you look at even people they don't get accident, I can say I'm not for that watch they don't get accident. If you look, most accidents, 99% of most accidents, they be caused by lack of focus. Either the driver be distracted and he focus be stolen away for that moment, or another person where he caused the accident, if you know be at fault, it be lack focus at the moment. What am I trying to say? Fellow Amazonians, we there in the plane and we there in the bus to Boya. Yes, we there in the plane and we there in the bus on the road to Boya. It no mean say distraction no go be. Distraction fit be inside bus. You go hear the passenger they arguing at the passenger. The passenger they want buy kai kai. The passenger they want buy mai mai. The passenger want buy granite and plum. The passenger want buy plantain and plum. It be where the day inside the motor and the motor they on the way to go. But accident they happen now when lack of focus they from the driver their side or those the way they be in charge of the motor. Which are the driver talk. Listen. It be normal say distractions go be like now inside the revolution. Would you try for see these distractions? Would you try for see this distraction? You see now some person go just go wake up say my trip to Boya. So one wake up say this so one wake up say these are the distractions in the revolution. In this revolution, what would they inside a bus? More look at I want you get the picture figuratively. May you get that fiction for your mind like would they inside a bus, inside motor. Do one a motor. Motor no they get accident because of distraction no dey. No, motor they get accident now when focus be lost. When focus be lost. You see. So as you then now inside this motor for on the way to Boya, on the way to independence, you get plenty distraction they come in. Those things have been normal. But we'll not get for lost our focus. Because the moment we will lost our focus, we will get accident. The moment we will lose our focus for the revolution, we will lose our focus on those things that will be important for the revolution. Boom! You go see driver, he drive. If phone ring, he want try for ride message. He want try for ride. Before I still don't lose the focus on the road, on that journey, on the control. I still lost focus before you want to see motor don't get accident. Brothers and sisters, fellow Amazonians, for the revolution, all of you will be a driver. You fit to say, oh, driver na sako, driver na county chair, driver na this na lie. All we will be drivers in the sense, say, collectively, would influence the direction of this revolution. Collectively. La République don't lose that focus. La République, you see, they fight for someone who lost the focus on the revolution. La République, they do plenty of these things. They shoot in a lot of distractions them. Because the one who lost the focus for this road, for this revolution. And once we lost that focus, you go see the revolution will get accident. Just like I talked now, when driver lost focus on top steering, now turn away motor the get accident. Driver feel be distracted. Sometimes you feel the drive, when I get picking them, you are driving, you are picking to distract you. It tell you say, mommy, I want to have this. It distract you. Sometimes you feel even take the thing, but you still focus. You get a picking. So long as you not lost your focus, you can still do many things at the side. You feel the drive, you the chop. You know, you the drive, you the chop. That chopping at that moment will be a small distraction. But once you not lost your focus on the road and on that journey and on the signs, you no fit ever get distraction. I mean accident. For some of this Amazonian revolution not ever get accident, we'll get for make sure say we remain focused and remain on the word. On those things and when they don't take we come this far. See, La République and France, they be on their knee because they be underestimate we. They underestimated us. They be thinking they'll just crush we business as usual. They'll just grind with business as usual. But to their greatest shock and surprise, Sute today will sit stand up, will never shake, will not go no place. The thing don't pass them. The thing they hurt them. The thing don't hold them for cannas. You see. So what am I trying to say, fellow Amazonians? Do a revolution, they're on good track. We no lost focus. No allow this small pity talk them. This small non-entity them. May they come create we distraction. So much with the distraction go lead we to loss of focus. No, we'll not allow that in this revolution. Yes, Papa and Mami them. Country people, before I enter into the deeper part of the show, I talk number 2 thing we'll get for maintenance. One, I talk about the focus. We get for maintain the focus. Distraction go be. Passengers inside motor, they feel the turn inside motor, they talk, they buy stuff, they do this, they do that. But for avoid accident, those in control must remain focused. A word to a wise is sufficient. Number 2 things, we must be consistent. You see, things that go happen, things them they happen, but we get to be consistent. Consistent, so wait. Those things that we don't do and we don't bring we this far. There are some things that we've been doing in the past that have brought us this far, like the ghost towns, the economic sabotage, civil disobedience, resistance, self-defense. Those things that we don't do, we don't think we come this far. We get to remain consistent on those things. Number 1, I say we must stay on the steering. We must keep controlling. There will be distractions, but we must not lose the focus. Number 2, I talked about what? Remaining consistent. And then number 3, which takes me into the core of my presentation today, is loyalty and commitment. Loyalty and commitment. Write these 3 things down. Number 1, staying focused. Number 2, consistency. Consistency. Number 3, loyalty and commitment. And I want to explain these things because I go use the one now. I can show Amazonians them the way forward and what they happen for the revolution right now. Which they happen? Loyalty and consistent. You see the reason for the revolution why we get plenty small groups there. Ask yourself, Papa and Mommy, why it be say we'll never be inside Amazonia, but we'll get plenty leaders. All man want call himself leader. Even a shit no white plus activist, it don't wake up say be leader. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself, say, we'll never get to Boya, we'll never yet get our country, we'll never yet get what, but all man, small Amazonia. I see some person the other day, he write me from, and this is sad. Some person write me from, I think from Togo or from what side, from one country for Africa, where he follow our revolution. He write me, he said, Mr. Nachop, he said, you guys will never get on a country, but how many presidents will not get? How many people that they call themselves president and this? And I understand what you try to talk. It was a difficult question to answer, but I answered. The point is, I want to ask ourselves inside house, why it we get so many so-called leaders, frontline groups, so I don't even call themselves presidents. Ayabago Komati he be president, commander in chief. Ayok Tabe say he must lead, now he be president. Every man Yerima Komosi now he be vice president. Every man, John Ba Akowo, Johnny, he say he be president, he be leader, he be front. Ask yourself why. Loyalty and commitment. This is a problem we are having in Amazonia. The problem of loyalty and commitment. No man, no one to serve somewhere. No one wants to be somewhere where he or she will give accountability. One thing about loyalty and commitment is that loyalty and commitment demands accountability. Demands accountability. When you be loyal and you are committed to something, you must be accountable. But because of the irresponsibleness of a lot of people, nobody wants to be accountable. Everybody wants to be a leader, and then in a wrong way. The problem about this thing is, let me say this, listen. This is the mentality of La République du Cameroun. This inherent colonial mentality that we took. Many of these people have they got from La République du Cameroun. Think about it. I said last time that deliverance is not when you leave Egypt. You see, let me put it well. Deliverance, let me put it well. is when, yes, of course, deliverance is when you leave Egypt, when God takes you out of Egypt. But freedom is when Egypt gets out of you. Let me repeat. Deliverance is when God takes you out of Egypt. But freedom is when Egypt gets out of you. In the Bible, God delivered the children of Israel by his mighty powers. But when they got into the desert, because they had lived in Egypt for hundreds of years, they had the Egyptian mentality down into their DNA. So they behaved like the Egyptians, even though they were free. They were a free people. They were free, but deep in their DNA, in their character, in their habits, in their attitudes, in their hearts, in their core, they had the Egyptian mentality. And then God said to himself in the book of Exodus, I will not let these people go into the promised land. So God did something. God had to allow them roaming in the desert until all, the Bible literally says, until all those who had the Egyptian mentality had died in the desert. That means that all those with those evil La République mentality. What am I trying to say? See, you see what is happening to us right now is the La République mentality that most of us are suffering. Because in La République, you always have that dictatorial spirit. Dictators. This one want to dictate everybody. You know, you must get connection to somebody at the top, to the Oga at the top, to have a breakthrough. You must be connected to somebody at the top to be able to have a breakthrough, to be able to make it. No, but there is no accountability in the system. There is no accountability. Nobody thinks he or she is accountable to the people. Even a police officer thinks he can do anything and go free. No accountability. And this is the mentality many people have taken from La République. That's why I'm talking about loyalty and commitment. Nobody wants to be loyal and committed. We have so many leaders. You think about it. When His Excellency, our ex-president, Ayok Tabe Julius, when he formed a government, Ayok Tabe, he had a good plan then, and we must see it. He called Ayaba, say, Ayaba, come, can't take defense. Chris Andrew don't talk. Which Ayaba talk? Ayaba said, this Johnny just come, JJC, one call me for give me defense. Who is Ayok Tabe? That's yet talk where Ayaba talk. Loyalty. Loyalty. Humility. Ayaba say, who be Ayok Tabe? JJC, he one can give me who be he? Ayok Tabe he can't take the defense. Listen, you see this problem we'll get on today, we'll get ADF, we'll get division, we'll get ADF, we'll get this, we'll get AMF, we'll get this, all this chakara. Lack of loyalty and commitment. All this problem, they hinder even the revolution, and it caused the death of so many people because of lack of loyalty and commitment. Imagine for once, when Ayok Tabe created the wing of government, right? He create the government. Say person and then he call Ayaba say can't take over the defense. If Ayaba Akwanga they just take the defense and the operational, the focus, say they go take all the fighters inside Ambazonia, independent of your county or whatsoever. They go take all the fighters, they go train them for fight La République. If they be doing, I don't forget the confusion today. Say, oh, ADF, do one at ADF, do one at this, do one at that. Now you see, say, the one must fight the man because the man want to be under. You see, Ayaba shoots his own self for his own food. When they gave him the power and the control, he no look him because he no beget the heart for serve the people of Amazonia. He no beget the mind for serve the people. Because, see, tell me, show me any teacher where, show me any good headmaster or any good teacher. If you show me any good teacher, I will show you a good student. Oh, I wish the Ambazonians if you get it to our church we talk today. I wish the Ambazonians them. Those of you listening to me right now, you can click on your share button. How I wish this message will go inside our head. Show me any good teacher, and I will show you a good student. For say you become a good teacher, you will not surely be a good student. If you have become a good mathematics teacher, and I just talk of any kind of teacher, you don't surely be a good mathematics student. You see the way it happens so Ayaba with ADF and all the confusion where they kill our people. Because Ayaba has shown us that he's a fool with capital letters. And that he does not have a servitude attitude. He not get the ability for serve. Hence, he not ever be a leader. If you show me a good servant, I will show you a good leader. By the way, the concept of leadership is servant. A leader is a servant to his people. But when Ayaba get the chance to serve the people of Ambazonia, When Ayok Tabe call, he say Ayaba can't take the position for being the defense chief, commander-in-chief of the defense department for the interim government for the whole of Amazonia. Ayaba deny. Why? Because inside mind, it no be one self, it be one rule. You see the problem? The problem of in Amazonia we get now, I don't go on a three problem. We focus on the third, loyalty and commitment. Loyalty and commitment. When Ayok Tabe say Ayaba can't take defense, Ayaba talk say who be you? That's why Ayaba talk for Ayok Tabe. He said JJ Sile you want command me for can't take defense? I don't be for the revolution for 35 years, who be you? Yet you Ayaba talk for Ayok Tabe. So what you see today, when I see all the problem amongst our fighters who are picking that they die, where La Republic they kill our people. So now all this blood, if you want boil them down, it go back to the root, it go for Ayaba hate. Because you know if you get person, okay, you see what I talk, you see person Eric that talk, because say one create national army. On what audacity? I mean on what bit like who? You see that this is the problem we have in Amazonia. Everybody and anybody wants to be a leader. Everyone. An activist where you don't even know he left from his right, he go just because say he want create army, he want become a leader. Why? Because of the problem of loyalty and commitment. You see, people don't want to humble themselves to serve. People don't want to humble themselves to serve the people of Amazonia. Wait till they think for their mind and say, oh, if I be for the place, I go be under the person. How the kind of person could be my boss? No. But if you see it as an opportunity to serve the people of Amazonia, even if you did now inside the interim government or you did for any wing of the groups, the frontline groups, I want to talk to us as Amazonians. I want to talk to us independent of your political affiliation or your alliance, your group for the revolution. Let's reason as one people, Amazonians. Let's think beyond the box. Let's think outside the box as Amazonians. Let's reason beyond the box as Amazonians. One of the problems we have, and which is a gravient problem in this revolution, it's the problem of loyalty and commitment. You see, so you will get somebody. Okay, now for instance, you see somebody like John Bakuro. He say he be a leader. Leader of what? No, who is John Bakuro leading? So he wants to command the people of Amazonia just because he can come in front of the camera. Because if he come in front of camera, if he come in front of screen, he get a YouTube channel. It is if he give a chain of command. It is if he talk, people they must obey which way he talk, and he must give a command. Okay, you'll see somebody. One of the things we don't make even every tattoo children become mad because at the beginning Amazonians will give you a lot of trust, whereas if you get a negative motive, he no become as somebody who wants to serve motherland. He no come as a son of the soil that want to serve the people. Because if you want to serve the people, you will be for the people. You will do what the people want. You will do what the people desire. You will do what the people need. You will work with the people and for the people. But because these people, they come into the revolution, they look at like an opportunity for make themselves great, for make themselves a name. You know, frustrated people from dirty backgrounds. I talk about it with the Egyptian mentality in them. So they came into the revolution as trying to take an advantage of the revolution. They lack the spirit for Amazonia. Because personally, Akwanga or Ayaba, they don't ever get the position for lead Amazonia as presidents or leaders. Because they don't show the people from time immemorial, say, they not be servants. They don't get the servitude attitude. They don't get the servant attitude. They don't get the heart of a servant. And show me a servant, a good leader, and I'll show you a good servant. Look Rwanda. Look Paul Kagame. Look the way they work for the people. He call himself say he be a servant to the people. You know, he see the boss. You know, he see the impose. He dictate on the people. No. He goes in for that which the people wants and need. This problem we'll get now. Where you see, we'll not even mesh, even this was simple frontline groups them. It make La Republic to take advantage of the weak-minded so-called leaders. Now, and he also show you how weak-minded Amazonians they be. Because any man they follow you, anybody, even John Bakuro, go John wake up, say he be leader. From what makes him a leader? He said, oh, when the one call leaders in Amazonia, he said, me too, I must speak as a leader. As what leader? Leader of who? Who are you leading? Loyalty and commitment. Loyalty and commitment. No man want be for a place where you go give accountability. You know, one thing about structure, You see why they fight the interim government of Amazonia? Not be because the interim government be something bad. Now because the interim government bring in institution and it brings in structure. Now, for instance, you get the counties, the LGAs, you get the countries, you get the different departments in these institutions and these institutions. Now, if it means that you work for the county, you must be accountable to the people of the county. And because most of these people, they don't want to be accountable. Say Ayaba. Ayaba don't collect money for this revolution for so long. Talk about contender force where they can collect money. PIN, Changshu. All the money where they don't collect, they don't ever can give accountability. No. You see? Why? The problem of loyalty and accountability. Because they don't want to be in a structure. Ambazonians, they might turn us. I see some Ambazonians, when I see them for Facebook, they argue, they knock their head. They say, oh, unity, unity. You know why they can never be that kind of unity you want? Because there are people where you support. You never understand, say, you're not supposed to support them. Why? Because they not be loyal and they not be committed to the people of Ambazonia and to the cause. If they be loyal and committed to the cause, they go down yield to your cry and plea for unity. But because they don't want to be controlled, they don't want, okay, Ayaba no say if you be work under Sisiko for when time reach anything for defense, Sisiko for ask you say, what about the defense? Give me accountability. What is happening? You see, it will be under a unit where they give account. If they give 100,000, say take the 100,000 for do this, for buy sugar cane and popcorn. If we can give accountability how he used that 100,000 and the proof. But because Ayaba no be one that kind of thing, it tells Sisiko say wait, Sisiko na JJC. It's how Sisiko go imagine if you can work for a government. But today, that very Ayaba, where he denied for work with free Sisiko, when Sisiko was free out there, Sisiko be the worker. He denied for work with him. He pretend today say one work with that same Sisiko, where Sisiko there for prison. Then Sisiko own blind followers, they support. You see, bunch of fools. They deceive themselves. The problem of loyalty and commitment in the Ambazonian fight, liberation fight. The problem for loyalty and commitment. Now, it make would you see all this chakara will get them. Would you see all this internal fight? Would you see all these different groups? Because a lot of ego and pride. Nobody, no one be loyal to the Ambazonian people. Because, for instance, you know, I talk so one thing. I said no one wants to give account on everyone wants to be boss. Anyone want to be boss for himself. Anyone want to be boss. Anyone want to be a self-proclaimed leader for your own leadership group. You know, I talk about John Bakoro. Ayaba don't ever give you accountability for all the money we don't give you. No. You know the funniest thing? I tell you something. You know why me, Mr. Nachop, I stand with the interim government? Because one, the interim government don't bring it. It's a structure. You know, all we will get our mindset and the aspiration for the kind of Amazonia you want build. Ask yourself, which kind of Amazonia you want build? Would you run away from the Republic when a poor BI want to dictate? Even chief for village. Then they go install chief. They say a poor BI appoint chief. You hear a tongue and you go say, many thanks to President Bia for appointing this look. Even SDO and chief now Paul Bia want appoint dictator. That mindset where many of these people they get and they want bring her inside Amazonia. You see, they don't want allow the people to make their choice. They want rule. They want impose on the people. For instance, Ambazonians, listen. I want to say, more be honest to ourselves. Forget about which group you support. Forget about who. If not Ayaba, I don't get a problem with these individuals, but I get a problem with what they are doing. More judge ourselves. More be factual here. Okay. Look about loyalty and commitment. When Sisiko Ayoktabe become Ayaba, say come. Imagine say Ayaba become he work with Ayoktabe and he will show some good spirit. He will be part of the government. Like maybe Ayaba forget a chance when they arrest Ayoktabe them. If we even get a chance, because Ambassador and the say, if we work with faithfulness under Ayoktabe, maybe if we get a chance for even become the interim president at the time. You see, maybe if we get a chance. But because of pride and ego, and he don't want to be accountable to anybody, he want to be a boss, a self-proclaimed boss. Is that not a dictator? It is Ayoktabe and JJC. The same thing with Akwanga. Now, true say they don't be in the revolution for long. Now, true say they don't be in command for long. But the time when Ambazonians be need them, may they can't show we say they be willing for serve. They refuse. They say they want rule. You see the problem? When they gave them the chance to serve, Ayoktabe said, take defense. They said, no, they want being a president, they want to be a boss. They gave them the opportunity to serve, but God exposed them, said they don't get the heart for serve. They want rule and rule. You see, and that's not what we need in Ambazonia. We don't need people that want rule. We don't need rulers. We need servants in the position of leadership. Get my words. We need servants in the position of leadership. People who are willing to give accountability to the people. People who are willing to be accountable to the people. And this is the problem we are having in this revolution. Because most of these people, they don't want to be accountable. They don't want to be loyal. So what they want is, they want to control. They will only tell you, bring in money, bring in money. Now you get even activists like Mark Barata. He will just get up, Sunday offering. And Ambazonians are willing to contribute. They will give in the money. And at the end of the day, nobody will ask him, what did you do with the money? Think for once. Okay, the monies were collected under an institution. Look at for now that for one country, when I think. For you for America, you for Europe. Look at country as it function. Nobody who's manager we can go collect money for people. So no, they collect them under an institution. Even when the country won't give money to something, they give them to a project or to an institution, and then they hold that institution accountable. You see. So the problem, when I see all these problems, are because of pride, lack of loyalty, and this takes us down. You see, to which why the child for talk. You know, Judas Iscariot, which will make Judas. I don't want to make a want to see why for the revolution. Part of the problem when I hear money, all these things. Amazon, I want to ask yourself, why be said the will get La Republic were enemy, but some people then for the revolution, they want create problem for the revolution because of money. Ask yourself that question. All their own problem, they want frame up lies, they want create problem, they want create distraction, they want more loss for focus on the revolution because of money. Judas Iscariot, he be being moved by greed and love of money. Two things. You know what to make Judas Iscariot do that kind of bad thing the way do him? Greediness and love of money, lack of loyalty and commitment. Now, whether you will see some country, a president will go sign decree. You see, like African country, they don't go sign say, may they give them money, they can't do COVID test for their country. Them. That one a topic for another day. How many of them really get Italy and one man country, coronavirus flop, America, then they go do the test for day with the vaccine. Them. The one go to North Africa where you get 0.1% coronavirus. Why? Because you get greedy president the way they don't care what's happening for the people. The one just take that small money, then they find they go thief with their government. The people they go die. Greediness and wickedness. And at the same trait, we see plenty of people want to take them into Ambazonia. We get for stop them, and we get for stop them now. We get for stop them, and we get for stop them now. I come into this matter for failure on Congo. I come into that though. But before I come into that, I repeat this thing clearly. Ambazonians, we know why we not go figure that kind of unity we want to point for the revolution. We know why? Because of a lot of greediness and wicked people. They don't want to become servants. And you know why I stand with the interim government? Because you get the structures. Now, if you're there for your county, you be county head, you be county chair. The people of the county, they will hold you accountable. And if they don't like you, then they kick you out. You see, the people. Now, the interim government don't give you a structure where power belongs to the people. The people that get power for change the thing, for do it where they like, for change who they want. And I think that want them. I have don't be for the agency, be chairman for agency for 30 years. 30. See the funniest thing. Amazon, I want to see the funniest thing. Look, all the people that point finger to the interim government and Dr. Sako. More agency, right? Ni John Funzi. No, because see them. Ni John. He said, oh, there is embezzlement. In the diaspora, they are embezzling. Look, Nijon. Look, he dictator Nijon. People, they wait for all them. None of them never do one thing the interim government don't do. Look for all them. AGC. Who name them? AGC. When I let me name them for comment, I read them. AGC. Ayoktabe Ikondingi Mafia Group. When I begin name them. Akwanga, how you call their own? Name all of them. Because they don't want to be loyal. They don't want to be accountable to the people. You see. So they don't want a structure where they go be held to accountability. The one get structure when they get money they come for their pocket, they feel use and the way they like them. You ask them questions, they don't ever tell you. Which of them don't do an audit? The only person who don't do an audit now the interim government under the leadership of Dr. Sako. Yet, people they never do audit, now then they point finger at Dr. Sako. They say, see, chief man. They say, oh, embezzler. Listen, why they not show with their own audits? Make them show with their audits. Make Ayoktabe Ikoningi Mafia Group, they collect money. Make them show with audits. Every tattoo way they run him up a pump, they collect money. Make sure we audits. Mark Berata, where that devil, in fact, I come to you today, I will grant you very soon. Now, just hold on. You don't collect money, collect Sunday offering. Make sure we an audit. May give an account to the Amazonian people for that money we collect them. Tapang Ivo collect money for GoFundMe. You don't give we any audit, any no. But now them be first people for point finger for another man. You see why? Because they already be guilty for which way they don't do. They know say they don't take money. Now they try to push their attention to somebody else. No, they be challenged by that the which way the interim government do. You know what you mean? The interim government do an audit, it publish the figures out there, make it public. It means say everybody can go through it. They don't hide them. They put the results. Anybody, if you read them, if they will get something for hide, they don't put the results out there. They will just say, oh, we don't do an audit, and then the audit will be so. No, but they publish the result for every Amazonian. This is what we call accountability. Transparency. What about, before I have a one talk, or one point finger, may go do an audit for all the Changshu, county by county, contender forces, PIN, all. Even the oil way one goes, when they do an audit, then they can't talk. Make Mark Berata, before you open your mouth for talk about point finger, Bible to say, before you want point finger for the dot with it for Percy, I move plank with it for your eye. Make all of them, they do an audit. Ayoktabe for Skapak, may do an audit. When all of them don't do an audit, Amazonia, listen. And this is the problem, because some of we will just be so emotionally carried. When we go start ask the right question and force the people to do the right thing. If you take money, you give person A, you take money, you give person B, and person A, they tell you say person B don't take money because person B do transparent auditing. What about you ask person B to say, what you do to the money I give you? Ambazunia, they don't fit deny say they never give money for Ayaba. They don't fit deny say they never give money for Ayoktabe. They don't fit deny say they never give money for Akwanga, or for Iritato, or for Tapang Ivo, or for Mark Berata. We don't give money for all of them. Man, they can't give free accountability. You see, the problem of leadership and submissiveness in this revolution, it come out of the fact that people they don't want to be loyal, and they don't want to be transparent, and they don't want to be committed. Because they know so when they become loyal, we will start ask them for accountability. We will start ask them. We will ask them. I mean, especially I have to take the challenge. Say after the interim government don't do audit, may you go do audit. Skapak for take the challenge. You know, Akwanga will take the challenge because all them they claim say they be leaders. You see what I want to say? You see, all these people they put themselves self-proclaimed leaders. Now, why do we get this problem for the Amazonian revolution? Because some of you they follow them. Why do they follow them? Because if you talk big grammar, if leadership is then a big grammar, I talk like my friend UN. He says Zach Parinko for them being a president for La Republique. Leadership, not a big grammar. I want to say, show me a good leader and I'll show you a good servant. A leader must be a servant to the people. A leader must be accountable to the people. Ambazonia, if we want to build a good nation and a successful nation, we must start now for force our people and our leaders there, may they go on to accountability. May they go down to accountability. Now, why you go see person like John Back away? No, nothing. You go John say be leader, he say be frontline leader. He didn't lead who? Simply because of pride. Anyone be loyal. Imagine say all the guys that become under the interim government. Just think, Ambazonia, think for once. Say, okay, we'll get the interim government now. We'll take Ayaba. We'll say now all the forces for ground. No more division, no ADF, no this. All the forces, Ayaba show the control. Ayaba show na he want the control. Just imagine, now he be accountable to the interim government. So if we contribute money, we begin even for all the counties and all the departments, we make us see the beyond that. Now the opportunity that Ayoktabe be give Ayaba, but Ayaba deny because he no say, anyone be accountable to Ayoktabe, anyone be accountable to any structure. Anyone try to go ask you say, the $100,000 will give you what you do with them. You know one time. He wants to when he take the 100,000, he chop him, he use them the way one time. No man no ask you question. Now Tina they do with AGC and the ADF. Now why he deny? If you be say we really want to serve the people for Ambazonia, if we really want to work with the Ambazonians them, for fight La Republique, if we accept that position of defense, you see. So if they can make a big speech against La Republique, he said, no, I don't be for this thing for 30 years. I yoked up in a JJC. Why you want come, you want lead me? You see the problem? Today, if the pretend say you want to work with Ayoktabe, that same Ayoktabe because they don't put you for prison and because of the connection with La Republique. The same thing. Now, you go see any activist, Eric Tato the week from nowhere, shit no white plus activists because they don't want to be lawyer, they don't want to be accountable. It don't we say Anna, it don't we say DAC, it don't we say National Army. Activists. Best way you don't know he left for me right. He want open nation, a nation, army. It make no sense. Why? Because he see himself say to be leader. He see himself say to be big man. Any man want to be big man. Now why did they create too much confusion for this revolution? Too much confusion. Everyone. And now, because of their individual pride and ego, this one thing say that he must talk. Eric Tato go to say that he must talk. Mark Beretta too go to say that he must talk. So you see why we not unite? You see why there not be no correlation? Because Mark Beretta want me to take that for you. Eric Tato want me to take that for you. Ayaba want me to take that for you. Tapan want 2 minutes thing for you. All then they give themselves big name. Deputy Defense Chief, Deputy this, and who they suffer? What people for Ganzo and then they suffer. The people who get for the fight for them. Instead, they fight for their position them. And then who then they promote these things them? The fuelers are the gullible Ambazonians. Those stupid Ambazonians away, they don't feel reason. Even as I talk now so, they don't feel even still see the sense of what they talk. They don't feel see the problem. They will comment for Facebook, oh, this is the man. No. If you want to even put some man leader, you must put it for a position where you feel control it indirectly. That's what they call power to the people. You see. But because these people, they don't want to be loyal. They don't want to be accountable. They want to be chief of their own. Even John Ba, I said, worry me, why they laugh. That John Ba Akoro. Johnny go John come from nowhere. He said, oh, it will be leader. It will be leader. In fact, more proceed, Papa and Mommy, they more go for the part B for this talk. I want to take when I go for some part B, when I go. By the way, talking about leadership, I put this on the screen when I see this.
This is serious.
You know, when the interim government declare
pass goes down, nobody.
The interim government declare lockdown. You see an activist. Imagine you get the structure, the institution, the interim government go declare lockdown. You get an activist, Mark Beretta, in a Tapang Ivo, Eric Tato, the week say no, the one go cancel the lockdown. Imagine you get a government, a structure, where the international community listen from the government. You get an activist go, we can say no, he say it to be leader, he want go cancel it where interim government talk. You see, confusion. And when you can't create that kind of confusion, now who they suffer, now our people. And why the confusion they be? All the confusion they be because you get some Ambazonians where they support the people. They support them. They do this, they are nonsense. Some Ambazonians, they know they see this problem. For instance, the interim government declare lockdown. You can't hear Mark Beretta say, no, lockdown not go be the way. No. Just imagine, say, all these people, the animal will be talking different Ambazonia, will be submit yourself under one structure, will divide the responsibility. You go to say, okay, they want this, so now you go to do this for now. Now they want to talk for the revolution. Now they want to talk. Well, before I come into that, my first express for now the frustration of La République du Cameroun and their nonsense people. Now I want to put some picture for screen. I will put some picture for screen, Papa and Mommy then. When I just join, I'll be told I say time for laugh. Remember say longs no hot for this show. No vex with me. I don't want to say viewer discussion is advice. Now I want to put some picture for screen. I want to read when I comment them. More when I give one word for this man, one word for this picture for screen. Now one word. Yes, Amazonia then when I look at picture for screen. No, when I look at picture for screen, I need to move when I look at. When I look at picture. The hippopotamus. I mean, I don't know what you see, but I see 2 hippopotamus from my screen. I don't know what you see. When I look for this screen, I see 2 hippopotamus. Yes. When I don't see some resemblance, when I don't see her, When I not see am, well, before I come into that country, people, when I see the hippopotamus, in fact, I want to put some video. More when I watch the video, then I go come meet una. May we talk about the video together. I want to put this video on the screen, country people. When I watch the video, you are sacrificing your life to defend. Who is basically planning to eliminate you.
Good morning. How busy are you?
You may go through this. How can Franklin you may go through this? How will you allow this to happen to you? Don't we have conscience? What is happening? Make your money. Use Franklin Juma to make your money, to get your rank, to increase your popularity, to make your name, to make you more politically important. But do not try to erase his existence. Do not try. That is the worst thing you can do to a human being. This is the worst betrayer. These are the kind of things that would turn a very faithful servant to a terrorist. Why would a government allow this kind of thing to happen? Okay, bye-bye. I can't stand this. God bless Cameroon. God bless Mr. Juma Franklin for his services to our country. We will never forget his service. See, Papa and Mommy, them. A few weeks ago, I became grand. See, I don't tell when I say no play with German still. I want to make it very clear. I don't tell when I say for the revolution. Any man was granny. Once a granny, who say every today? If they run him up for social media, he did not church. He say, I be God for the revolution. I feel destroy the revolution if I like. I feel destroy today. Who did they go washing? Only La Republic they washing. No Ambazonian will love the revolution, not to go waste time. They watch that madman, Eric Tato. Because once the German still granny, once a granny, who say that today? All that more people knock each chest for social media. He say it be the rock, it be smoke, it the coins are just but when Germans still come in, even rock as the rock fall inside German steel. Wait it happen. German steel just crush it, granny. Ghana finisher. When I see the sombo, rabbit ear, they be the coin for small picking rabbit ear. I don't tell her his whole life, do a criminal, notorious criminal with a small mind. Notorious criminal. Since from Limbe, come on go Kumba, come on go Boya, go Yaoundé, go Douala, should they run? Criminal. And because La République is a criminal nation, the few work not only with criminals, they do one. When I see now, when I say open up like a hippopotamus, you cry. Oh, criminals. The very person who see a passport, ambassador see the person even Satan no trust him. Even Satan, devil. Even Satan cannot trust this man on the screen. Even the devil. And I want to pass a message to all these internal enablers then. You see, when I see the cry, if the wear coat, if the go for La République television, if the talk, if the run him up, talk say, oh, she's Swedish, he knock him up. I see the other way, he come on go for airport. He say he could find past Sako, he code. Okay, what's that the code there? And also you wear coat, you declare the sombo. Look, I see open him up like hippopotamus. Since I become granny, since Mr. Nachop became for the platform a granny, when I be here name again. Since I came out and a granny, I feel with for my platform. I expose and a granny. I never even enter part 2. I just since the German still granny. When I know here again, the next time I see, when I see the cry. Yes. The next time I see face come over screen, he the cry. Yes, you open him up. My way don't miss that cry. In fact, Wait, that cry is sweet me. Eh? When I say that mob the shake, when I say that mob, when I say that mob the shake, when I say that mob hand with air, like, when I just see that mob, it did a sumo. When I say
to increase your popularity, to make your name.
When I say the mob, they make the sumo. See ya. When I say well, but something there about the video I want to draw to attention. When I don't see the video where it cry, it talk. For according to it one cry for make crocodile tears. By the way, the one that crocodile tears, it one seek some kind of, it one seek some kind of connection with Franklin Jume. That very Franklin Jume, I no go put his face on my screen because I want you to know one. I know one my picking where they watch me, they go get bad dream. I know one Amazonians where they watch me. I know put that Franklin Jume ugly bakosi face. When I don't forget to meet with bakosi man somehow. I know put that for my screen. Make my picking, maybe woman there they wash me now they go get bad dream. Picking there they wash Uncle Nachop now. I know I'm gonna go get bad dream. But I'm gonna understand some one thing. These individuals they don't say their conscience. Look, some people they've been a fool for life. La Republic don't use the picking their papa they should they kill them. They use their grandpapa and kill them. Then they still go give themselves. Do one give for serve as a warning to all those Amazonians and Bala de Maneres where they feel go against the people for fight with La Republic. That very Jume Franklin. I see nothing control brain, I see nothing control toto. Yes, country people. They say the man they take Iwangala, even 2 year picking, it Iwangalara. I know what talk what I mean. Small picking they watch me. The man they take Iwangala, even people they are woman them, it Iwangalara. I see they say for that school, it Iwangala teacher. Iwangala students, Iwangala ex-students, Iwangala, hey, country people. I said, the man Iwangala everybody, but I want to understand something. La Republic don't use them, do all the havoc we want to do in Sambazonia. And La Republic be of the habit for that go use them. Where don't use it, go just make something. No be today, they no see they do other Wangala in there, no be today. It don't the Wangala since, but they monitor it. See a hippopotamus open him up. Now see. If he can't cry for a combi, say they don't catch a combi. Say why do you do this? Who send it for there? Who send it for the country? You know that the Franklin Jume he run his own country, Ambazonia. He say don't for bush. He call himself say he be bush faller now. He don't go inside La Republic. According to he, Franklin Jume, he be bush faller. Yes. I see you want to don't enter plane, you fly from Abuja, you go for Simaland, you wear coat, you the shit. According to you, be bush faller. No, time don't reach for you for pay. La Republic never start. By the way, I want you to assure on one thing. Personally, Franklin Jume and the one, they know chop cream of fowl. Amazonians them, their Christmas fowl the year. Listen, now small you don't start now. By this time last year, they be run their mob. Last year, they were already cried today. Listen, Amazonians, let's be real. By the beginning of the year, nobody when I see the one they laugh. When I play the video, they want to say I should laugh, the mock people. In the laugh, I say first be there. Yeah, you know when you work with the people never know La Republic. I don't know why people like Bala and the rest. And this one gave for be a warning to all and any Ambazonia where he still believe for himself. Say he go join La Republic. The key Ambazonians them, they do all the bad thing. Then La Republic will protect you. Na lie. As you never get sense, they go use you, they kill you. And I want to make it very clear. Franklin Jume no go chop Christmas for the year. In fact, he no go chop kwankwalang and black soup. He no go chop pound of fufu the year. Now lie. We the Bakosi people. Now, in fact, me, I go chop the black soup the year and I go chop the Christmas for you. I don't talk him. Now me, Mr. Nachop, I talk him. Franklin Jume no go chop Christmas for. Even the one in the top of screen. The cry, so
Existence. Do not try to resist resistance. That is the worst thing you can do to a human being.
When I see face for young boy, Dr. Cry. So as from today, I hear he be the cry himself say he be failure in Congo. They say he put himself say doctor. So no, with the cry now say Dr. Cry. Yes, Dr. Cry. Because he don't show he say own doctor, he get doctorate degree of crying. You know the guy, I'm not telling you, the guy don't get conscious. This guy are the worst thing. Let me say, even Satan is out. Sometimes Satan, they should also Satan. Go the cash it and say, Che, you amaze me, Dr. Cry. Sombo, rabbit ear, the criminal, the 419, failure in Congo. Even Satan. They should also be surprised by the man in manipulative attitude. Last year, he be the run him up, the coach Ambazonians. We say, he be allergic to Ambazonians. Who say it today? Now, in this today, they cry, oh, why are you doing this? Okay. The beginning of your downfall. Like, no, you be tiers passport, you coach La République. You say, you will never again go to that shit whole country. You go land there. You just say, they don't forget. Today, they open your mouth, you cry. Your friend Franklin Jume be the run him up. He talk, I'm allergic to Ambazonia, I will kill Ambazonia. No worry. Would they laugh? I don't understand. If the year, when I chop Christmas for the year, my name will be Nachop. Yes? Papa and mommy, if the boy they chop Christmas fowl, when I know what I mean. I said, they don't go, even when I said, small open, so they didn't cry. Now go there, they go. Last year, they can attend, they see the laugh, they don't go chop Christmas fowl. I said, Franklin Jume, no go chop black soup and pampalang the year. He no go chop. Now, small. The officer will go help La République do all the atrocities in Ambazonia. Then La République will reward them. And all them. Who said that one day they be calling number when I see again? Who said number there? They don't go use it for rituals. Now they see number again. If they run him up social media, he say, oh, after the lockdown, I did go America for go fight diaspora. You know if they say diaspora, it say diaspora. Oh my God. If you see the kind of people La République use it, you say you know say that one is shit whole country. Shit whole country. So why did they work a lot in Le Cotobas? That's why they work see they make food. Le Cotobas. Where they call say what they call say with Kawayaniki. Cotobas. Eh? He work at Le Cotobas. He say that the kind of people in that way La République use them. Say one fight we. Where it show we how gullible and how failed La République don't be. Papa and mommy them. Eh? Last year, the one be the smile, he happy. But I want to just pass a message out there to all the Ambazonians where they watch me. The one give the self message to Eric Tato, Tapang Ivo, and Mark Barata. Especially personally Eric Tato because they did direction they go. Now, I want to understand, person will go touch blood money for La République. May no say his life don't finish. Any person you go touch blood money, because they go touch that blood money, they think for their mind say, we will take the money after all. Now just money, we just talk. You know what Tapang be talk the other day? He say, oh, now he say that's not just this message could just go sign for one and indivisible Cameroon. He say after all, now just signature. Yeah. You see? And the one will also see the effect. You see the one a few days ago, if you run him up the caution Bazunians, now in this today.
These are the kind of things that would.
And this boy gets on where if you want to manipulate people, them, it's bad for you to cry. When all this go and say for this revolution, all the people where they try for can manipulate you and papa and mommy them, they always use cry. Yes. That picking the way they want manipulate you, they always use crap. They very failure in Congo. That way poverty, we don't do it, we need money. When I see what you do, you go do another crying again. When I say another.
Hello? Good morning. How busy are you? He's really sick. I don't know what's going on with him.
I hear some people say that you can say doctor, Dr. Failure, Dr. Cry, Dr. 419. I don't give you a new name, Rabbit Ear 419 or Dr. Cry Cry. So for now, I watch people on social media. If you just type of this, Dr. Cry Cry, Rabbit Ear. Yes, hashtag Dr. Cry Cry, Rabbit Ear. Like that, hippopotamus. Cry Cry, Rabbit Ear. When I say the ear, huh? Open him up to, he cry. You never start cry. You they're going to follow now. Oh, now when the fight, when I probably for the revolution as Sako and the interim government, right? Now so they're going to follow the part. Yeah, problem now Sako and the interim government. No worry. You never start cry. Because now we even be happy so you don't take full side against Ambazonia. So you be helpless. Even the Ambazonians will help you again. Now when La République put a hand on you, twist you, grind you, kill you. I want to say Christmas holiday, you know, go chop. We'll leave you on that. Fellow Ambazonians, we'll continue. But before I continue, when I notice I say for the revolution, Most of these manipulators and they always cry. When I take a look of the picture, I want to put the picture me when I look. When I look, I say most of these manipulative Amazonians and they always cry. They always cry. Why? When I see on silver screen, Pamela they cry. Rabbit ear they cry. Devil they cry. Even Nick Santos. Santos, he first today the person where they cry. When I notice, I say all those deep manipulators, they need to cry and I say they get a revolution at heart. They cry and I say their source of money don't be blocked. Their source of money where they manipulate the people get money, it don't be blocked. You know they again. So they cry. Sombo, see their faces. May God have mercy. Well, karma they follow them. I know I'll talk too much on that. But country people, them if I round up today, I know I'll take calls them for today because after this point along they come up. I know I'll take calls, but I want to understand something, Papa and Mommy them. All this speaking, when I see the kind of thing where they happen, now the balok, the blood of our brothers and sisters don't follow them. Because these boys them prefer their ego. They don't do a lot of bad things for the revolution. These boys they don't kill. In fact, they don't do things where they don't make our picking, they don't die, our brothers they don't die, our sisters they don't die. So sometimes when I see the all they cry, they make so. You see, na karma, because of their wickedness. I know man, you say people that go be there, they suffer for back home, they suffer. Una defo, una for only for create confusion, lies telling, take money for La Republic, for spoil the revolution, for go for special status. Like say our brothers and sisters, then they be dying for special status. Nonsense. Papa and Mommy them. I want to bring something for attention. You see this young boy where they call it say one a Matt Arata. On a way to the color. I want to put some video for screen. Muna see. I don't want to say the boy. Last time I told to say the boy. Now a very bad boy. The boy they so. Now person where he the work for spoil the revolution. People don't believe me. Mommy they know here. Papa they know here. Now it don't come up. And I want to see this time. I want to put on for screen very carefully. Oh, no. Okay. I want to see this. I want to put on for screen carefully. Give me. Not that one. Now give me a second, Papa and Mommy. I might put something for screen for now. I want to see them. I got it. Okay. I want to see this.
They have to feed. They have to live. So they must use other means to live, to feed. So sometimes don't criticize. We criticize, okay, not good. But we have people who have gone there and come back and tell us good stories. Listen, I thought I was kidnapped, but once I saw, say, please, kidnap me more. So this is the white man word. White man come with language, kidnapping. It's that you do wrong and we arrest you, say we kidnap. No! The arrest! We are not arresting you temporarily. Temporarily arrest. Then we leave you. So we understand the kind of kidnapping is very negative. You know, our enablers use the word kidnapping. It's not kidnapping. They arrest you temporarily to beg you for money.
Now yeah. Mark Barata the talker. When I see this is not problem we get after the revolution. I don't want to say any negative thing will happen for the revolution. Mark Barata handed it. When I hear her tapping over, we can't talk similar. They cash bush follow them, they kidnap them, they take money for them. When I hear Mark Barata they talk for here, he said no, don't be kidnapped. They just arrest them for take money for them. You arrest person take go take money for you. Now how they call that one? No, he said no be. When I hear any change, I said no be kidnapped. They just arrest you for go take money for you. When I hear
it's not kidnapping. They arrest you temporarily to beg you for money that people need to feed because they need to survive. This is not in any way to encourage.
Yeah. So when I see what the beginning they do for the revolution, I don't understand the beginning their own for making money out of the revolution. People they die. We see why the pain of our people and why we get fake and false fighters them. Now because the boys them, they know they work for white man country. They don't get work. Mark Barata no get work. Every Tato no get work. If they use that national telegram now just for cover up, they say they do something. He no get work. Tabang Ivo no get work. These boys have no career. I challenge them on a one-on-one. Let's sit. Let them bring their pay slips from what they're earning and from their careers. And I'll bring my own. Let Ambazonians see. You see the difference in personalities and everything. Let them bring their certificates. Let me put my own. Let's judge. People who do not get background. They know. You see, they want to take this revolution for take advantage of the people for make money. Now, why did they come up with this kind of mischievous ideologies for saying that they cash people them? And nobody say they try to modify the word. It is kidnap. When you talk me fighter, me boy, I know be Ambazonian. Look, this is not Ambazonian Restoration Forces because the Restoration Forces now one the way they be loyal to their county. Me and you will know say these boys and they against the county by county and they against the Ambazonian Restoration Fighters them. They don't want them. So they don't go pick some few criminals them. Don't forget say some of these boys the way they do the baba thing, so they've been a thief people. When I hear they come up for Mark Barata time up. He talk that you know be kidnapped. When they cash person, they go take money for you. They just want to take money for you. Now arrest. It's in a temporary arrest. When I hear how person they try for means what for support evil. Then
we are not arresting you temporarly arrest. They will leave you. So we understand the kind of kidnapping is very negative. You know, our enablers use the word kidnapping. It's not kidnapping.
It's a enablers them. Now people like we would condemn those acts. It call we say enablers them. That means say who would tell you me know the cap me know the go kidnap or Ambazonian them. Papa mami them. When I say okay, some of una the support, una the pay draft, una the support the revolution. You're surprised you hear say they don't go take your papa in moto, they don't go capture your brother, they don't go now what they do am? I ain't this. I put this what they do am. Yes, it come off a mop. You know the year Ambazonians are we that dull? When I get video where Tabang Ivo the talk, say, may they kidnap cash bush for them and take money for them. When I get video where Eric Tato the talk, may they cut people, they hand them, they kidnap people. Now, Mark Barata the camp can't justify. He said, no, that thing will be kidnapped. Now just take them, arrest them for go take money. You see those who are doing it. Now you see people who are doing those things. These are the candidates for the International Criminal Court. Because when I see and I said, now Mark Barata, Tapang Ivo and Eric Tato, now they make their money. They should not let anyone, he not get work. Mark Barata does not have a career. Listen to this three. Something be common about the three picking them. Then talk say they be journalists them. Don't be sure they talk. Mark Barata, if you ask him say what he be a career, he say he go school for University of Boya, he be a journalist. If you ask Tapang Ivo, so what he be a career, Tapang Ivo go say, oh, he go school for University of Boya, he do journalism. If you ask Eric Tato, so what he be a career, he go say he go school for University of Boya, he do journalism. Now all they are level that. Ask them, so okay, you be journalist, you do work for which company, which institution? Eric Tato go tell say he get National Telegraph. National Telegraph they bring which money? Make sure we own revenue. As it say he be a registered company in South America. Make us show we a tax declaration. More see how much he take in a year. Well, if you know say true, he get company where they bring in money. You see, because if you get company, the company, let me see, he get for the bring in money. Show we a tax return or a tax declaration. More see how much income, how much intake you make, how much turnaround you make as a company. Nothing they don't get. Because these boys they don't get nothing to do. If you ask Tapang no get nothing for show you pay slip, he don't get. So they live for houses. They get woman them. They get girlfriend them. They get their witch. How you see the defeat? Now through the revolution. Now what you see they do going for me. Now what you see they do chang shoes. They do all these things because they want money. Now Dr. Sako don't come bring in the county by county. He said no more nonsense. Because plenty Amazon they give money for the picking them. We know the see who side the money they go. They bring in now the world draft. They bring in the county by county. They picking the vex. They say how Dr. Sako can't take chop for one mop mover. If one will die hungry, they start bringing now attack. They say, oh, Dr. Sako native man. Dr. Sako don't chop money. They attack Dr. Sako now. Now they use way to way they be do how they be take money for Amazonians. Okay, why me, Mr. Nachop? I never ever come one that can accuse someone so much money for the revolution. Why? Because at the end my own money. Because I never ever chop money for person for the revolution. I don't even get the thoughts. I don't even know how to do them. You know, it's not even part of my mentality. I've never done it in my life. But because person way don't thief and he knows say possibility there for thief. Now why they attack another man because he know it is oh, you know what person you give money, It keep am. They eat the thief from the money. Then when you stop for give the person the money, you take the money, give different man. The person start vex. He say, oh, you give that man money, so that man go the thief am. How you do not say that man go the thief am? Because Tari be the keep the money, he be the thief. Now the problem that we get after the revolution with the boys. You see why they call Sako interim government, they attack them every day about thievery. Because they themselves, this is what they have been doing for the past. And I will bring a video when I go, yeah, Patasan and the rest of talk. We will see on small time. We will see who all these problems start originally with these boys them. Because they don't want to be loyal and they don't want to serve Ambazonians. They want to serve their ego and their belly. Yeah, talk where they talk. He talk say, oh, that thing will be kidnapped. Now just for cash people, for make money, for take money, say the boys and girls for leave. If you get that kind of mentality, what you think you could make, and if you justify that act, okay, some of you know when they watch me, when I get families them, when I know friends them, people that even call me sometimes, Nachop, they don't arrest my brother, they don't arrest my mommy, they don't arrest this, they don't arrest that. So when they call, they talk, they do all those things them. Now, I want to ask you one question. If the Pekin, if you do that kind of thing, they justify and say, they're good, that boy they get for the kidnap, it means that they send the boys them. I don't tell on the last time for the old way, Ligwe, Tapang, if the Tommy boy and cash people, when they take 300,000, they send you 150. Mark the talk when they cash one person, they take 1 million, they send you 500,000. That's what they live for their own. And now, whatever they hate Dr. Sako, they hate the interim government because through the interim government, money they go for them, money they go for the county directly. Then they tell you, say, Dr. Sako, they chop your money. You don't give money for Dr. Sako. Maybe they give money now for your own county. Now, because they vex for their heart. So they don't get me again for thief the people. You know, now when they devise all these mischievous things then for spoil the revolution now. You see, Papa, Mommy, them. I want more than hear something. More than hear witchcraft. I want to show now who they commit all these crimes them and they justify them. It command of a mop. No be me I talk. If I become talk, I'm ambassador and they will say, oh, Mr. Nachop, you did just try. I play him again. One more time when I hear.
Oh, the arrest. We are just arresting you temporarily. Temporarily arrest. They will leave you. So we understand the kind of kidnapping is very negative. You know, our enablers use the word kidnapping. It's not kidnapping. They arrest you temporarily to beg you for money that people need to feed because they need to.
Una hear? He said we arrest you temporarily, then we'll beg you for money because we need to feed. Una hear? Now the thing that will be enter for the revolution. That means now if you want beg money for feed, you will go arrest person. You go take person for you, arrest it, take it, go for bush, go beat it. Then you take money for you. You take and say, no, just temporary arrest because you need for feed. Is that not kidnapping? It doesn't not be kidnap. I don't understand. Ambassador, why when I go open? God don't send me, I tell you the truth. More when I open. Why when I want open again? That means look up. Even I know if you open for which I tell you, move forget about the revolution. Move forget about independence. Because we'll get truth. Person for our eye with the ear and with the see, but we need to still believe. When I see the people where they cause havoc for ground zero, now than this. He talk him. He said, no, that shouldn't be kidnapped. Now just for cash people, them temporarily take money for them. What is that? What look at the definition of kidnapping and asking for ransom. You go kidnap person in mommy or a sister or a brother. You take money for you. You say no, if it then a temporary arrest, you be arrest you on what? If you get any warrant for arresting. So you try for tongue as if you go around because you hold gun. You arrest anybody without a warrant, without any crime for take money for you. No, not thief with that. And if you see you come, you see the activists, you support that kind of thing. I tell you last time how evil the picking be. Or person will go give papa for nyongo because of money. How you know if you talk every time talk give mommy for nyongo because of money and power. The same week, why be saying at the same week where Eric mommy die? Now the same week with Mark Barata a papa die. Why? Amazon on that thing. And the tell that thing they want know and know something and they were all thing good for social media. The picking they don't date their hand and they want use Amazon for make them name and money for themselves. If person if you go that far for gay papa, for occultism, for mommy, for nyongo. What about you? What about our brothers? Now why are they say we're picking them? Now they make them they die anyhow. You see? Go come for a show, they talk no, not just temporary arrest. When I know now who they do all those atrocities. When I see them together, we will test and tanganji boy them. Not them together they work. These are the people working with La Republique. And they tell now. Then they work with La République and for La République. I know they can't talk some two way. Nothing more be come out. If they come for a show, if they want to try for justify that act. He said no, not just temporary arrest for take money so that because they get for feet. So you there for one man country, person there for ground zero. You must send me they go cash person for ground zero, take money for you so that you fit for one man country. You know worse than the devil. All bad thing for the revolution, Mark Barata handed it. Only bad thing, this Sombo, he handed it. When they catch you now, when they deny for give money now, you go see he start cry. You don't see don't pay out for here that he start cry. He cry, see. That he cry. He cry.
Survive. They need to survive. This is not in any way to encourage kidnapping, but it will give you. Listen, I'm a realist. I believe in reality. That's why I always give my opinion. Point. I believe in reality. That's why what I'm supporting, there is no way. Listen, there is no way you can change me. Once I say I support this thing, you do what you can never change me. You can never change me. You can never change me. Yes. And once I'm with something, I will support until I have reasons to change. Yes. When I was supporting the interim government, I supported the interim government until I had reasons to say we don't want any more interim like government. Now lie. And I apologize. That's fake news. Because I see the danger of the so-called interim government. But I was the one who said, oh, IGA. I said IGA. Everywhere I was IGA. But now I tell you, it's wrong. What's wrong for us to create the government? Because it has caused pain. In fact, this thing called IG, it has killed our boys more than the way First Cameroon has.
When I see why they attack the interim government. Papa and mommy them. When I see why I want to know why the beginning they attack interim government. Now, if first talk about say for the go arrest people for Gonzalo, they take money for them, na good thing. They come and say temporary arrest, no be kidnapping. Now say talk. If they try to justify that act, then immediately after that, it start condemn the interim government. Me and you will know say the interim government are the only institution that will get them now. We all will support them. I want to tell you why you even get to support them more, because the interim government they empower the counties to take charge of their territory. If not be so, they boy them because they get contact from many other deviated fighters. They push them, they go do bad things. All these kidnappings, that then they do them. So they against the interim government and against the county by county. Now right here they talk against county by county. Because when they send their boys them go do those things, the county fighters them or the restoration fighters them, they go fight those boys them back. So they don't want that thing. Now why they fight against the interim government and against the county by county? They say that tribalism. When I see the problem we get after the revolution, these boys they don't want to be under control. They don't say when they free as they free, they fit do these things them. Nobody no go hold them accountable. Even you. And if they look some of you and some of us Amazonians as fools, mostly those of you who support them, they look you as fools. Because when they do all the things, then they talk all the kind of thing, and you know act, they can't ask you for money, you still go give them. They can't make live show, you still go support them, you share them, you praise them, you send them thumbs up. They look who say you be fool no. Anglo fools. When we go wake up for sleep, brothers and sisters? When we go stop this nonsense inside our territory? When? Now, something they were on a year, it will come off your mom now very soon. If they condemn the interim government, take note. First thing we talk, if praise the kidnapping of people, it condemn the interim government. Then when I hear it to go come off your mouth, listen, when me, the German steal, Mr. Nachop, at the talk, I they bring facts. I know they go bring a year say, I they take two a person talk. Bible say, by your words you shall be condemned, and by your words you shall be justified. You the judge person now by words and the actions. So if I be go bring some story, I can't talk. And they do that they do and they say, Sako don't thief money buy house. No, if me I don't invest. If I be investigate Sako thief money buy house, I they put them for screen here so on see them. I need the lie. Me ambassador they do, and they way even anybody for the revolution. Me I be the German still. Be it Sako, Chris Ano or whosoever, do anything will be against the revolution. I go put them for screen here and I will see them. I need to go left, right. I need to beat the bush. No man they give, no man they fit me. But when I tell us something, I bring the facts. When I tell I say there was the devil, Satan, for the revolution, I ain't this so scream. The three boys, Eric Tato, Tapang Ivo, Mark Berata, any man where they listen to this picking them, they picking them a devil. They should have Satan so chop for table. I tell now. For yeah, when I watch it is that you that they kidnap people and a good thing for take money for them because the people already do and they get for leave. When I hear. Whereas would therefore would try to make money for draft, for support those boys and for give them money. They deny the draft. Imagine they deny the draft. They say no, that draft na bad thing. We for diaspora, for contribute money in a legal way through draft, support our boys them. They go get money for chop, they go get money for sugarcane, granite, popcorn, and the rest. It's a legal way to raise money. They said no, that one will be legal way, that one not correct. The way now for go catch people them, cut their hand them. And I hear every time say cut people their hand them. They want to say no, now for catch people them, arrest them temporarily, take money for them. While poor people where they already suffer. They there for ground zero. They already when they say ghost town at them, when they say anything at them, they already sacrifice their life and everything. You go talk to me, they go catch them temporarily, take money for them. No be you mean they arrest them for waiting. Why? Tapang Ivo can't talk for video. That video they oh I don't see the video. Tapang Ivo so may they cash bush fall at them. They take money for them when I don't see them. But most of them when I did for bush, when I be bush for them, even if some of them I be gongo when I doll, I be sorry, Amazonians. I must say it the way it is. And it means what? Even you will watch me. If it means them are grand we Amazonians are the grand we. Because sometimes we do you be bush faller, you there for Wama country. Person go to say if maybe they go catch bush faller, they cut their hand them, they catch their mommy, then they take money for them. You support the person. You like you go watch the show. You watch them, you clap. The way you go, they will catch now you first. Oh, now when I support Tapang Ivo for that. Oh, now I pray for all now I find them. Oh, now they go when I get fake profile when I send when you talk about bad things them. When every tattoo they do all those bad things when I support it, they will catch when mommy and papa the hand they go cut na them first. Then when I go no so wait you picking and they talk na bad thing them. When they talk they go cut different for their hand them. Different Amazonians their hand them. Because no be a family you need to feed the pain no. You go, you say, oh, yes, right on, the rock, right on, hey, tattoo, you are the man, right on. Then you go cut different for their mommy, their hand, you glad. They go pick me and mommy next, and your papa. No, because that they are evil, never reach for your family, you praise them for Facebook. What would they tell and I say, those things must stop? Yeah, Mark Barata, they talk for you. I mean, they go cash and kidnap people, their family, them. They take money because they fight as they get for life. Is that what we are fighting for? Now, what they fight for? When we turn and say this beginning are the devils, they don't say the revolution for the republic. They do all the kind of thing because when they do it, then if they can't talk publicly, so that the republic will take it now, you go show the international community, see what the Amazonians are doing. See, for power revolution. For sure, when I say all the beginning they say they go University of Boya, they go learn journalism, they're dull. Even this one will be activism. Get talk where they come off your mop for social media. Say when they catch them, kidnap them. They go cut, they take money for them. Now temporary arrest. Activists. Person who graduate from University of Boya. You call yourself Barretta new CEO. You dull pasombo. My God. We must expatriate the kind of people from Amazonia. They know who enter. Even the other one I put it here, rabbit ear. He go come and say, doctor of waiting, doctor of mafia, doctor for rape young girls them, doctor for cry. Where? Amazonians. And are the kind of people who Amazonians like to follow them. These are the kind of people some Amazonians love to follow. But me, German still, I come today, I want grant them. Because when I finish grant them, even their particles them, we don't say them again. This nonsense must stop. He justify the kidnapping. Then he condemn the interim government and the draft. Which one be more legal? Forget a government that raises funds to support the boys. Or get individual mafia like you and Eric Tato because we want form national army. We want form this for government that kidnap people. When I say that they say national army not kidnap now. When I don't forget that national army, Eric Tato in a Mark Barata they do them. Why? This boy they not get money. I don't challenge you to say Eric Tato they run him up say get money. Even that lie. He go lie say he don't buy a boat. Make sure on a boat. Make sure on a boat where they put an national telegraph. You just say for inside America, even if you say some of them are fools them. You just say if you run tourism business inside America where you don't get business license for tourism. You just say be possible, you will listen to me. So anybody go just come for social media talk, oh I don't buy a boat. This boat now we go use them, my fans when I come. We don't want make sure when I tourism business license. So he wants to run tourism business license inside America now. You see, person will not get it will always create an impression for deceive the people. Poor man, poor people. You look those days over there for premier call. Those boys already not be getting nothing. When they come, when they don't buy spore, You know that kind of sport they be high. Be so they go show, they go talk. My girlfriend this, do I go talk this? Some person might tell us something even worse. I go pay Sunday. Do I true story? Yeah. No, I guess my name they come for pay. I go pay. I should have some place. Me and some my friend. I will go me and some my German friends. We don't be there if I go Africa. So I be think they will go. We go should have for that place with the. We should also corner. Some boy come for that place. He talk about me. Why I should have for deal? I should have for deal. I wear my cap. The boy they talk about me. He brag about me. He said that man, he said that my man. That man just come on Germany. That man done my. He said that man we get a G. He talk about me. He discard my motor. He said that my man. That man had washing motor. He talk. I shouldn't quiet. I don't even know me. He use me for my fraud. For create impression for this small girl. I said small girl there. Look, I said there look. He talk. He said that my man. That bush full of guy. That my man. I shouldn't for there. He never recognize me. But he use me, my name, for create impression. Now, so the poor man, if you say he trust I don't even know me for no place. But you see, those people that they come with social media, they can create impression for now. So they get money. Oh, I'm the CEO of a National Telegraph. I get money. I get 15 million from my account. I get this. May I show you how much they earn. The way that they earn their money, now through this, for the kidnap and ransom taking, so that they earn their money. And it be obvious. Then you can't say, oh, you see why they always point finger towards the interim government, and now because they vex the interim government don't close all that channel where money be the go for them. That way they be collect money for Sunday off in don't pass, for Changshu, for Pin, for all those things there. The one car way country back go for England, say one go sell petrol, Amazon. That time don't pass. So now the thing they hurt them. Now that out of that bitterness, they be willing for kill. You hear them if they give them gun, they go for kill Pobia or kill Sako, they go kill Sako, they go kill Chris Ano. Because inside their heart, the thing they hurt them. When you close some person, play away, and that spirit that for La Republic. When some man work for CPDM, he get money through that, he be corrupt through that system. You know, he be willing. When I see person like Franklin Jume, all them, even one of them, because La Republic they give them small money, they be willing for kill Ambazonians them. They talk all bad against Ambazonians them. The same spirit they inside the boy them. The same attitude and spirit. Because they get a means for take small money, they be the thief money, they the thief them. Now when the means don't close, they be willing to make the revolution spoil. Ayoktabe say better make the revolution spoil, make all man losses. Imagine. Say better make the revolution spoil, make all man losses. When I go here talk, we go talk now for you, I go play them. I don't tell you, I say this boy be worse than the devil. These boys are wicked. Every tattoo and the rest. These are the devils in this revolution. When I hear talk, we go talk. And the thing that shocked me, say Ambazonians, they still follow them. If you want go boya, if you like the independence, if you are for independence, you cannot listen to these guys. They have nothing to offer. Except you want special status. Except you want go back for slavery with La Republic. Look at the way that they kill with. Now put them there if you stay with. Look the way that they kill our people now for Bamenda. Are those the people you want us to go and stay with in federation or confederation or special status? No. But here we go talk. Now here we come up with a map. And the time I see the beginning work with like you know, yes, they go talk for here. Yeah. When I hear.
Skilled armor boys. That is the truth. That's the truth. Look at Mbui, how the so-called early forces in Mbui took ADF guys and killed them just like that. Then Sako comes out and say we should access Cameroon. So just imagine. So please, to conclude this show, we've said just in French Cameroon, if you're watching us, go out, make Maurice Kamto proud.
You hear him? You hear him? Hey! See, I will play him again. I want to show when I say Ambazonians are sometimes, listen. I don't want to be insultive today. I know say I come for grand, and I want to say anything we hinder, even if na Ambazonian they want hinder what they are safe, I go for grant them, then pick them. You know, Jesus talk say, even if you don't want to praise Papa God, he be able to raise stones and make a praise. Yes, because we see people where they don't say our revolution. We see the devils of our revolution. We still mingle with them. No wonder we need to move ahead. No wonder when I know how much the boys they don't set we back for the revolution. You know how much destruction every title don't cause for the revolution. Anything where they bring confusion, enmity and hatred, no be good thing. You yourself, you know, mommy and papa. Anything where they create confusion inside family, any person where they bring confusion, fight, chakara inside family, no be good pikin. Eric Tato, Tapang Ivo, Mark Berata are very bad pikin them, bad seeds. They need to do activism for bring Amazonia ahead. They do activism for create chakara, create confusion, chakara things them. I don't talk to they say if I have a trouble then I call. I don't tell now. I be see time they will begin a possibility for all these people to come together and they will put their ego. And man will take it. And if we reach for Boya, and man will take it work for do now, work. Well, we reach for Boya. We go look which man work fine. Now we go make choice. So do one go lead. We fit say okay, Sako will lead for 5 years. I have go lead for 5 years. Do one now so we for fit talk conditionally. But those where they don't show we say they not be willing for serve. They want control without serving. But leadership is serving, not controlling. You see the problem? Now, what I don't know ever, and I want to tell you, mark my words today, Ayaba will never rule. He will never get any position, even in Amazonia. Ayaba will not. I'm not sure he will even enter. Because we were expatriated for all this blood. Ground zero, he eyed the hot. Mark Berata, Tapang Ivo, they already be aware, so they don't go enter Amazonia. We go ostracize them. They don't enter. You see? So they don't just take their side now with La Republic for destroy everything. But I want to show now. This person, the Mark Berata one, I tell you now the devil and the most destructive person for the revolution. I want to take them in context. No, I like explaining my things in context. In context. He talk for yesterday. That thing where they capture people, them, they kidnap people, and take money isn't a good thing. He said the boy then get for do one because they need money for survive. It said the interim government will be good thing. He said that for say the boys them, I did not paraphrase. For say that for say the interim government will raise money for the boys. When I say I said that way, Dr. Sako bring in the strategy for raise money for the boys for Ground Zero. Mark Berata cancel it denied they against. Eric Tato the day against. Why? They said no. That was said the diaspora will legally contribute money for give the boy. They may not do them. May they go cash their family in Ground Zero. They put a go be forced for same money. You see how? Now, the test say draft na how much? Na $1,000. If the boy the cash up on me, how much do they demand? So that they demand 7 million. People don't call me say Mr. Nachop, they don't cash my sister. They say they want 5 million. So you go fear. You go give them 2 million. That 2 million how many? About $3,500. You deny for pay draft for 1,000. You give them $3,500. They don't capture your money. They will take that $3,500. They send 2,000 for Mark Berata. They take 1,500. They keep them among themselves. They fine. Go look some of those criminal boys. Them. They build houses. Some that they go build house in Nigeria. They get 3-4 women. Them. Why? Now they are business. So they do with this boy with Ayabacho. Now so that they do. This is now their business. They don't get career. They don't get work. They don't let me and you when you wake up for morning time. You go work for winter, for snow, you go work your money. Even at the end of the day, you get $100. You know, so you know your hard earned money. You dey fine. They don't get them. All their own for computer, talk, call those boys and for back, send them in, they go do bad things and they divide the money. That's how they work. We'll be very poor. Papa and mommy, ask yourself, now Tinder what would they fight for? If Mr. Nachop they say join your county, because we're going to stop this nonsense. If you join your county, you pay your ward draft. You there for your county. When something happen, you go call for your county, you go talk for them. Even that boy them, they know so you give them money. They know so they survive now because of you. I don't get people the way they don't come with some person don't go pick their family. We call that boys and go there. They look and say the person they pay draft, the person they pay. They fight and they go there. They go rescue that people. They catch us, they don't catch that thief boys them. When I don't see those videos, them plenty. We get for do so that we go stop these criminals them. For they make themselves rich through kidnapping and ransom taking. Very bad picking them. All bad thing for the revolution. Mark Berata handed it. Eric Tato handed it. Tapang Avre handed it. Not curse. Not curse. And when you catch them, you can't see them. That time they cry. They put their face them. When they don't catch them, see them. That time they will put their face. They see how they cry. They pretend. See. When they catch them, you will see what you want to.
Why would I come and allow this kind of thing to happen?
Sombo.
Okay, bye-bye.
People of Bamenga, tomorrow is normal ghost town day. From Tuesday, it's a normal day. I can only talk. I'm fire in Belgium. I'm here in Belgium. I can only talk. I cannot come out to enforce it. I cannot use my mouth to advise you. Go out on your Tuesday, do your activity.
Una hear?
No lockdown. I'm here in Belgium. I cannot talk. I cannot come out to enforce it. It's normal Ghost Town Day. From the show to conclude the show, we
Una hear?
said, just in French Cameroon, if you are watching us, go out, make Maurice Kamto proud. People of Bamenda, tomorrow is
Una hear now? It said those that for French Cameroon may they go out, may they make Maurice Kamto proud. If you be an Ambazonian, what you get for do with Maurice Kamto? What you get for do with French Cameroon? We claim say we don't declare our independence, we fight for protect that independence and for make it be internationally recognized. That means we'll be Ambazonians, we'll get our country. Wait till we get them for do inside La Republic with Maurice Kamto. If you be say you not get an affiliation and connection with Maurice Kamto, why you go to talk say break Ambazonians may they go make Maurice Kamto proud, may they go out. Yeah, talk. He condemned the interim government of Ambazonia. He did against the interim government, but yet he propose say and he propagate Maurice Kamto. Yeah, he come on him up. What did that one tell you? You will listen to me now, mommy and papa. Person tell you say your own government, may they cancel them. He say no want the interim government again. May they cancel the interim government. It's not good. But may they praise, may they go make Maurice Kamto proud, may they go support it. What did that one mean? It not sound like the same thing way Ayoktabe will do. Ayoktabe ostracize his own brother. You understand? Right against Patasan, go beg Maurice Kamto. Say Maurice Kamto go beg Pobia for special status. So you see, say the boy them, their connection now with Maurice Kamto. Then you hope say Maurice Kamto go fit take over La Republique. Now because they get a connection with Maurice Kamto, they'll go now, he go make them post, he go give them post. Then they go now for that special status and one an individual book Cameroon as they talk. God forbid. So you see what picking they begin for die for all that. He come on off a map. No be me I talk up. When I hear I say talk up. Go make Maurice Kamto pot. How that one get for do with you? Is that our duty? Imagine, say now so, as we talk, Papa, and them. United Nations, they can't gather. Instead for we for focus for United Nations, which did happen for the, you did talk me they go join La Republique on the 22nd, go join Kamto, they make it proud. When I hear, may they go join Kamto, may they make Kamto proud. Who be Kamto for you? Why I get for ask yourself, say Papa, and them. Why were picking and get for go out for go join Kamto for make it proud? Why? No. Why an Ambazonia? Why you go to say be an Ambazonian? If they find for your own country, you go out for go join Kamto for make Kamto proud. Why are you making Kamto proud? But yet you did deny the interim government when Ambazonia, their own institution, which that one they show you. It indirectly show you the mindset and the place where this individual they inside his mind. It they against Ambazonia. It don't give up. These are the coalition for surrender. They don't give up. They now for La Republique. Papa, mommy them. I not take this talk from somewhere. I take my own words. I interpret them for una. Mona see what they for mind. From their words, if you know what they inside their mind, we are not fools. No, we can reason. We can think. And I don't hear them. End of one, I still follow them. I wanna know. And then he go ahead. You know even
normal Ghost Town Day. From Tuesday, it's a normal day. I can only talk. I'm fire in belly. People make Maurice Kamto proud. People who said, just in French Cameroon, if you are watching us, go out, make Maurice Kamto proud. People of Bamenda, tomorrow is normal Ghost Town Day. From Tuesday, it's a normal day. I can only talk.
When I hear, interim government can't declare say, from Tuesday we'll go for lock Bamenda down for the whole of the week continuously. The one can't talk say no, if they are against her, maybe we then go out. Should I make La Republique kill them? May they become victim. You see how the beginning they against we? Which way interim government talk, he no support them. But which way Maurice come to talk, he support them. How you go manage claims so you do for Ambazonia? You know the support which way Ambazonia wanted, you do support now which way Maurice come to for La Republique. Foreign news. He want talk. You show you how the day. Papa, I made them. I know we'll keep them for long. I want round up. Wait till you when I want them to talk Ambazonia say. Wait till you when I want them to talk. I don't want when I not follow mad people when they follow mad people. But I will show when I before I round up, I'll show when I will all the problem come out. But right now, I should talk. All those people that be go join La République. C'est the one key Ambazonians them. Like Jume Franklin. Jume Franklin and the other one they call same failure. Time for cry don't reach. See them, not see them. Not say they'll put them out them. Yes. Time for cry don't reach. No, they never open their mouth. They go open their mouth to the mat. Eh?
Money. Use Franklin Jume to make your money, to get your rank, to increase your popularity, to make your name, to make you more politically important. But do not try to erase.
The good two I don't talk and say any man will try to stand against Amazonia. When the grace of God abandon you and Amazonian they abandon you, you know how your life go be. No, man, show you how your life go be. That when Amazonian they abandon you, and then when Mr. Nachop the German say, when I grant you, you know, when I see the last time I grant failure on Congo, would I ever hear again for you? It just go disappear. The next time I want to see, they only cry. You will be on a set face, the hippopotamus, open up. One will grant you. See what will become of you. Yes. You'll become as lonely as that rat. That one will be in church rat. You don't just be frustrated in the middle of the waters. You don't hang on to slippers. You don't know. You don't just be frustrated. Now, so you don't be like that rat. Yes. Be warned and be careful. If you are for Ambazonia, stand with the Ambazonian people. For Ambazonians. Yes. You don't feel deceived any longer. Papa and Mommy, before I round up, I want to understand this begin the wrong case. Their problem for the revolution begins since from the days of Patasang. And after that, I will play some small video. Because tomorrow, I want to come analyze the letters where Patasang not sent them for these past 2 weeks. I will bring the letter and tomorrow we'll go through the letter one by one. I want to analyze some break come from Ambazonians, make them understand them for pidgin. Make mommy for village understand where to we are picking Patasang, Dikintasang don't talk. Yes. And you see all this mad picking, I don't want to say when I know the follow this mad picking and I listen for them. See them. When I see them. When they don't say we're not there for them for team money again, when I see what it was that kind
For heaven's sake, just tell me the truth. You come on air, you carry boots, they hang up where you're like Chris man. I think a man is there in all forms. You know, you never hang up your head if you just swallow the boots. I want to say boots. If you just swallow the boots under the boots, you never even hang up your neck. No, if you just put onto your head to stand on top, so grace don't happen. At this time for the revolution, where they take their money, self they buy their guns them. You don't even show gun we don't produce and you carry boat. What's a boat? Boat define our republic. One would go to kick football or go to kick the soldiers then. When they kick soldiers, would they shoot? Bring gun. You know the year the word say barefoot soldier. You know the year say we are the barefoot soldiers. When Sheikh Kavi they talk every day in the year, we don't need boats to fight la republic. We don't need shoe because we don't even supply shoe for all sides. We need a gun them. When man is she don't so only she don't so empty food shoot man he die. That is what we need. Misplaced priorities. Enter for $1 shop, go pick boot them, can't hang off your neck. $1 shop. Those things in America are $5. $5 for $1. 5. They go for goodwill. Go pick up for goodwill. This soldier where they don't come out of Afghanistan. They can't drop the boot them for goodwill. Go for goodwill. Go pick those things then. I mean 5 of those things then are $1.
If no be say person don't crease. No, papa and mommy them. If no be say picking don't crease. When I see over here, person go inside house. It good thing I own crease brother tap and the talk. Because if the man be talk, they will say Mr. Nachop. You see, you know one thing that makes me so special and different. I don't do talking based on void talking. My shows, if you have been following me and you are following my shows, I don't go somewhere to pick some crap to talk about it. I will not come here and say, oh, Sako is a thief, Sako is when I don't have facts. When I want to talk to you, I put those facts on the table so that you see and you hear and you feel. So that no one can deceive you. And if me, Mr. Nachop, I tell you that somebody is trying to deceive you, I'm telling you the truth. If person go be for right senses? No, papa and mommy. I want you to ask us if young man go be for right senses. See what you the boy they do. How person go be inside has carry boot, it makes so. A good thing I not talk. Because I might be told, we say, oh, na Mr. Nachop talk, become, no, I never mean a friend. Na a friend tapang is coolie. Even though tapang your own craze day, but at least tapang show for yesterday, your own craze better pass the way on. Now it is school, it tells my man, you don't craze so, you will take boot so you don't turn the house, you did dance le sombo, you did dance le ngombe, you did take boot, you did turn the house. Of course! What you expect from person where the smoke Igbo? I showed on last week as when I see the smoke banger. When I want to put it again for screen. I don't make a man vex put it again for screen. When I see the drop banger, it is smoke. Huh? It is smoke that's in the drum. The smoke, the drum. That kind of picking. You say, wait see if you contribute for the revolution again. Person will go smoke banger, drink kai kai. He can't talk. I want to show and I say these are the nonsense people in the revolution. And they don't spoil the revolution because the revolution be there on track. I go play a short video now from Pata Sang. When I see how the revolution be done on track, and the place where the revolution starts spoil, that's why Pata Sang them, they move these boys in for power. They take them off. They say no, they begin the wrong case. They say no. This thing does not be joke. We not allow they kind of want them. Then when I can't see that one come out, it's a hippopotamus. When I said I'm up hang, when I said I'm up hang, country people, fail on Congo, the thing sweet me, eh?
Yeah, he did.
The thing sweet me. When I said I'm up for fail on Congo, hang. They never start cry. Now them say la République in their country. Ils say je suis fier d'être wait. That French will be the talk. He go Bangala you. Yes, ya combi. I see the Bangala pikin every year on the so 2 years, 5 years, 6 years in the Bangala primary school, secondary school, in Bangala them. Don't worry. I want to understand when I go chop Christmas for the year. As for Jume Franklin, that black soup, esuba, you know go chop on the year. The days are counted. This hippopotamus mouth, the rabbit ear. I see crocodile tears of a rabbit ear 419 criminal called Felion Kongo. You go we could come. Right me they say, oh, it's a natural. This is Sumbo. I don't even get time for the way some of that kind of people. Them. Before I round up country people, when I say what revolution day on track, I don't tell when I say it. As I start off for today, say moto no they get accident because distraction day inside moto by the talking of the passengers. Them no. What you see big boss when driver they drive. Passenger they feel they talk, they telephone, they do all kinds of things. That one will be guaranteed the motor get accident. Motor they get accident. Now when the driver and the people that they in control for the motor, they lost focus. Do one motor for they inside they go for boya. And also small distraction there because do one they talk so, do one they make noise, those things are a bit normal. Inside boss. You go enter even train. The one the telephone, you call home, oh darling, the one you call a girlfriend, oh baby, that they talk. But driver for train, so long as he be focused on the road and the journey, accident not the be. Driver for the bus, so long as he be focused, accident not the be. Accident not go be for the revolution. If me and you will remain focused, the accident means we will not go away, we will not go out of the course. We will stay on lane and we will go win. Yes, we will win La République. Yes, tomorrow, as I talk, I will come. For can interpret the letter for Pata Sang. I'm gonna watch this small video. When I look, I like for say my papa. Even though some small girl did, I don't like that girl. That girl is so. When I look, he just did say, man, not talk. Talking at the same Mr. Nacho, don't talk some kind of talk for television. Milan Jody frappy anyhow. Milan Jody wangalai anyhow. If I get one for cover your face. Either for Germany here, when I see face, when I know person at the talk. Country people, when I watch the video, when I see how people that love the revolution, they talk. Now, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Saudi Cameroonians, this is the consortium. We are just coming from a meeting, and in that meeting, several resolutions have been taken, and one of the most important resolutions is touching and concerning the interim leadership role of Mrs. Tapang Ivo and Mark Barra, we have resolved unanimously that these two gentlemen are no longer part of the consortium. They cease to be members of this organization from now henceforth.
Dear people, I think we should have started by granting you our sincere apologies. But know that in a struggle like this one, there are room for errors, and when errors are made, we have the duty to correct them. These are two young people that we thought had this struggle at heart. But we have, over the months, discovered what they really care about is power and absolute power to destroy. We have tried our best to accommodate them, and we have failed woefully. Like you have been witnesses in Mark Barra's video or Facebook communication live. They have been over the years, or over the months, been struggling to expose the leadership of this struggle, to destroy the struggle, and yesterday he did it. But we are not perturbed, even as he has exposed that we are in Nigeria. But what he has done at the end is expose himself. If a man enters the coffin and sends one hand outside and begins to nail his coffin, then we have no choice. He has nailed his coffin, and we have taken cognizance of the fact that he has nailed his coffin. And that is the end of him. That is the end of Tapam Ifo as far as the consortium is concerned in this struggle.
Fellow Southern Cameroonians, my name is T. Anye Kevin, the president of the Southern Cameroon Confederation of Trade Unions. We have unanimously taken this decision, also recognizing the fact that individuals were not the leadership were not accepted in the leadership of the consortium. We, because of the situation that was at hand, unanimously accepted to give the interim leadership, and today we have exceptionally, considering also that we unanimously agreed that they become our communication and strategic position of the consortium, have withdrawn that position, and we are now liberating them that they are no longer members of the consortium.
Yeah, thank you, fellow listeners. Thank you, the Southern Cameroonians. I am Mr. Tatadonat Silav, the regional president of Drivers Union of the Transport Sector of Northwest. I am standing here in my capacity as a consortium member and to reiterate the fact that the two people that were managed to be part of the consortium has been automatically dismissed as consortium is concerned. They are no longer part of the consortium, and they should not speak anyway in the name of consortium. And whosoever is treating with them is doing as his or her own risk. Thank you very much.
The Frederick Nipama, my name's President of Probata, Southern Cameroon. This evening, let me give this an opportunity.
So, country people, before I round up, when I see what's the problem come out, when I say and say as they dismiss these two picking them, since from the days of consortium, they decide to become enemies of the revolution. And so they start fighting against the revolution. Now, country people, before I round up, I want to one or two calls. I want back una. The number for Amber Voice don't change. If you see now for the screen, the new number that for Amber Voice. the old number for Amber Voice not be available again. So for all now when I get my number when I don't use it for the contact me for Amber Voice, please copy this new number then change that old one. So change them so that me no make mistake. Copy that the new one is to screen, the old one don't be blocked by WhatsApp. So now the new one is now, I beg, for all now when I get my number, now the new number is, so put the number now for your phone, store it for your phone, if you use it for contact me now for Amber Voice. And if you want call, the number you could use them henceforth for call. I already get one call on the line where I think say, we know you already know. Come with you and hello sir, welcome to Amber Voice.
Yeah, Mr. Nachop, did you get me?
5 on 5.
Yeah, so I'll be very happy for the show where you're the maker today. And I hope say even we be there, where people that for ground zero, they feel get those things, those messages and that show. And especially those areas the way Mark Barata they confess they get the life for it. He be a journalist. When you take person out of your will, go put that for some place. If you know fit define and say that one are kidnapping, they are not understand the kind of way he talk. And then secondly, if in that position where he talk about semi the government come to me be proud. Now the thing in that way, people for Grand Zero they wake up every day they talk say, oh, confusion day, Ma Barata they don't talk say this, Eric they don't talk say this. We don't tell when I say these people they don't already go for La Republic for one special for special status. When I be see special status, a best can become for prison. It talks say they don't succeed for prison for convince Ayuk Tabe so that they want build one Cameroon of justice where we not go find way against everyone will separate. Now so a best can talk. And why that way come to one come for Asaya Tasang talk against some will not listen to ye. Ayuk Tabe now he can't write thing in favor for Camto. That same Camto refuse for visit people from Canada because they be whole Ambazonian flag and uniform and other kind of things them so. And at the Camto where he talks, you know, if he give independence, if he give a special status, no be na he one. When I see Eric Tato that talks to me, they go marry with the Bass. When I see Eric Tato with El Chino, where you go take El Chino for they work with the Bass people. That's where they work and fixing a waiting for one Cameroon. Ayuk Tabe them with Eric Tato, the Malbata and this Konigi people them. They be endorse la Republic National Dialogue. Even Yerim I make a live video about it. You can't talk about the thing. So why that they say they don't deny say they don't want the Ambazonian emblem, they don't want the no government, they don't want the no nothing. So the one just say me people that should not like a pressure group. As a pressure group now, then the Republic government who can't talk say okay, you don't put some people that meet a discord with them. Even I wait to see how it go Kurogo talk with Ayuk Tabe. Ayuk took accept talk say it condition. You know talk say me they pay the life of prison as for the fighters. If forget fighters, he instead talk na say me they move people for prison. The reason why they go for Konigi, you know, be now for people for prison, now for get independence. So now, when I realize and say, even I can't confirm, say Ayuk Tabe, you know, talk say they just start the talk with La Republic, Akuro to talk, and the talk say none to go like the federation, of course. And then Ayuba talk say, he not deny it, which way Ayuk talk, but Ayuba instead talk say, he will go consult with World Council. Since they can't reach today. He never deny none of the way Ayuk to talk with La Republic. And it is still work with Ayuk Tabe. And Ayuk work with Ayuk Tabe. And Capo Daniel, where he still work with Ayeba. You don't can talk to me, they forget about independence. No, it's not they like independence. This man Barata can't talk to they forget government, forget independence. If they like ground zero. And again, when I can see Tapang, he talks it, he did for one Cameroon, he not be divide Cameroon even over his dead body. And I even work with that Yaba. So why Amazon they will check say these very people them where they against us, they against the revolution. All their action they did exactly like La Republic their action. And Yaba say he never be ready for discuss for negotiate. After 15,000 people don't die. When I ask and say he wanna say in the army before he will come. Go again the talk never be ready for negotiate now La Republic. Then Ayaba too the talk say he never be ready for negotiate. Even for a farm, he base for Krugwe, which they discover for day. Now La Republic their flag. Not even Ambazonian flag if it did it. No Ambazonian flag it no be did it. All the way La Republic they do they cut people that hate do chop people that limbs them. Now you are that they take them. Now they do kidnapping, they do everything. We say, you know, catch the fighters away the fighters away the chief forest aya for the day inside he keeping. But now what will happen? La Republic people they talk now say they take the fighter and go for court. How the fighters and do find themselves for how the fighters and do find themselves with La Republic. If I never talk say La Republic broke the camp where they be did it. You know talk say the boy they be run around. You know then how the boy then do find a way their way for La Republic military. If they know they work together, all in them. Last year, they talk say they want to make lockdown for boycott for election. Boycott election. Mark Barata can talk say ADF, AMF, and La Republic military. They will go outside for chase away for any person where it try for impose a lockdown. Now this lockdown where we put an answer, they deny them. Even they deny them because one, they don't want for La Republic. So this action, all this kind of thing, the way we tell people, they say, when we call ourselves say we ambassador, the enemy will be now La Republic. We enemy no be na Pobia, we enemy na all of La Republic because Pobia they continue with way Ayijo be not start them. And na the very thing we come to we can't continue. Hama Barata will say me they go make come to me be proud. We probably never satisfy some person or make some person me be proud. Now because these people them they don't already cross carpet. That's the reason why they can't talk lies, they distract with the same. We not go for switch talk, they get American US led talks, they get two Norwegian people where they come, they get all that either they will kill Dr. Sako, Chris Anu and everything them because they be now for the other side. This thing the way they go talk now so nothing the way they go talk every day for SCBC, but people are for Grand Zero. And they still hear this thing them when they still talk so when they confused when I don't know say this people they don't already sell go the other side. Now the thing I want to tell people me they understand and for hear that all them the accountability like we don't talk for they never give accountability for nothing for even for Chanto for Toffel Bank of America Bank of Ambassador everything they never give no 5 pounds for the reason being as because they not get nothing to show. You see how when they come for here they talk say we talk play where they go buy it in them so that they will go for it, they will go block all those interests, they will go block all those things them. You see they happy. Say, oh, they don't spoil ABC. They don't do this one. They don't make go work for Ground Zero again. Why? How is that one going to help to flush the Republic? Thank you plenty. If I say more continue to emphasize on these things, so that some people they will feel be there for listening one day and they feel educate the other people, especially people who are there for Ground Zero. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So yes, I think we'll get the next caller already on the line. Let's see. That one come you and we call. We don't hear from Como UN. You don't tell we. You don't give it to we. Okay, that caller don't drop. I don't know why. So, country people, I want to draw our attention to it. I beg, my number don't change. Amber voice number don't change. That the new number that for screen. So anybody, if you know anybody where you get the Amber voice number and the old one, when I go try for the write me message for the old one, when I know go fit get me. But when I copy the new one that for screen, when I change them, when I start use the one for contact me directly. Yes. Okay. So as I will talk, I want to take 2 or 3 calls them. I would like to get a first caller. Since some put them with the call when come you and with the talk. So if great. So I go round up now. Yeah, okay. But call again. If you call and you discover that somebody else was talking, you are writing. I see some people are writing me messages that they need to make a point. Then call again. The lines are open for the next 2 minutes. I'll drop in the next. In fact, I'll close the show in the next 2 minutes. I don't ever go into comment porn along in time. I'll be sorry. So if you want, okay, I think I had another caller on the line. So if you call and you discover that somebody else is talking, then please just make sure you try to call again a minute later or so. So I get a caller on the line. Hello, sir. Welcome on board. Hello, sir. Hey, Doc. Welcome to Amber Voice. Would he hear you?
Yes. In fact, I don't follow this show, and you don't talk most of the things the way me I want talk. But which way me I want Adam for all the way you had talk now just about you, right? Just about you. I want to make you keep up with this momentum where you did now. So do your investigation And I like the point where you say, even if na President Sako, even if na Chris Ano, whoever go make any nonsense, you go put them out, you go put them for video. We want to thank you a lot for all these verse them where you did remove them for these people them like Mark Barata. Mark Barata is my junior brother. Now my small man, I mean family, so but the way the guy don't just go towards these enablers like Eric Tato, Tapang Ivo, if I say shame. While our people are dying in ground zero, while we are struggling here to make sure that we end this useless, unnecessary war, we get people where they want feed on this war, they want live on this war, and they do all things for make sure say make this war no end. And I think when you make some right statement for this, say they don't ever hear you send people that were outside for go ask money because you they work their own money. Some of us would peel with fingers for make sure say we contribute for this war. We will contribute the money for this war. We never go out go complain for any place. Since some person don't tip the money. Those where they not they give a dime. Now them they make noise from morning till night. How much Eric Tato, Tapang Ivo, Baramat, they don't give out this revolution. Maybe everybody bring his own receipt where don't pay something for this revolution. So I want to just thank you. I know it will take a lot of time for talk. And this is your program. Please, anybody will try for tell you for make sure that you stop this program or you do something else. May you not talk this, may you not talk. That person is an enabler. Anybody will go against this program because you are bringing the truth. And as you say for Bible, like we will not complete church. We understand you talk, say, from your word we will know the truth. So they are speaking the truth, and from your word the truth of this revolution will come out. Thank you so much. We did together, my brother.
Thank
Keep
you,
up
sir.
with this.
Wonderful.
Yes.
You said thank you, Doc. So wonderful people of Amazonia, please I want beg Pornilong, me no vex with me. I don't overtake into Pornilong in time, but as we come off here, we go join our brother Pornilong. But before you go, I want you to click on your share button. Click on your share button. Make sure say you share this show extensively. And if you be say you miss for see hippopotamus, as hippopotamus in mob day for Apikine, you know so we'll build zoo there for Amazonia. And we'll be zoo. We'll make Apikine make them know all animal there. We must make them know. You see, when I see the hippopotamus, hippopotamus, see mob. As he open, Dr. Hippopotamus.
His existence. Do not try to raise his existence. That is the worst thing you can do to a human being. This is the worst betrayer. These are the kind of things that would turn a very faithful servant to a terrorist.
Really?
Why?
Chai, Amazonia. See, the fear of Amazonia is the beginning of wisdom. Yes. What I'll tell you. And the fear of Mr. Nachop is the beginning of correctness in this revolution. The fear of Mr. Nachop. Now, my new number that for screen. I know so plenty of when I can watch this show later, but please, as you do watch now, click on your share button. As at the close, Mr. Cry, Dr. Cry, 419er, womanizer, thief man, small-minded, primitive, or your mojok picking. You try. You see what happen again? I know, yeah, you just wait happen again.
Why would a government allow this kind of thing to happen? Okay, bye-bye. I can't stand this. God bless Cameroon. God bless Mr. Jume Franklin.
You have made God bless man will already be cursed. God need to bless man will if he, in fact, karma is working. So you just all that picking away in a Jume Franklin, I go take money, me the key there. You go for free. In fact, you are the next. You see more as you open. I know, you just wait to happen again.
To make your name, to make you more politically important.
Okay.
But do not.
No, but now still you be, I be just you some few days ago, you did laugh, you did provoke Ambazonia, they say you be the son, lion man of Umojo. So lion the cry. The lion man of Umojo. So lion the cry.
Try to erase his existence.
So easy.
Do not try to erase his existence.